Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I am going to be drawing a little weird fox playing a guitar. I did a quick sketch of him on with pen, and that's what he's going to look like. Except we're going to do it bigger and better on the sketchbook. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's get to drawing. Alrighty. You may be wondering, why the hell would you possibly want to draw a weird fox playing a guitar? And I do not have an answer to that. Someone commented it, so now I legally have to draw it. That's how it works. Someone comments something, I legally have to draw that thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and start with how we started on the sketch. And we'll go ahead and just get some base shapes down so that we can use these shapes later to lay down the actual drawing. At the moment, I'm just adding things and shapes just so we have things to build off of in a moment when I actually do the thing, or the fox. I have no idea what I'm saying, if you can't tell. I couldn't tell you what the hell I'm actually doing. I'm just drawing, putting down shapes so that I can go over it all again and get it right. Alright, we're gonna need to draw the guitar. Can you see the little drawing? I want it to be visible on the recording. So we need to draw a guitar. And there's our little guitar. So we need to, I do not have anything to draw a straight line. Here we go. A box. There we go. Perfect. I knocked over absolutely nothing when I went to grab this box. Trust me. You can trust me. I would never lie. I have never told a lie. Alright, there we go. It's kind of thick, but you know, whatever. Nothing's falling. Everything's fine. I will do that, and we'll also just do this. The stuff is way too thick, but you know, we can thin it out anyways. We'll go ahead and draw the guitar now. I don't know why I'm drawing this all super quick, like I'm not going to have time to finish it, but I feel like I'm rushing this. I have plenty of time. I have no time constraint today. I do not know why I'm rushing it. I'm just going to draw a box here. I'm not bothering with none of that stuff yet. Alright. Go ahead and get the base shape down how we're actually gonna want it to be shaped. I don't really know how guitars are shaped that well, but you know, this is shaped like a guitar enough. I did for a while want to learn how to play guitar, and I was gonna do that once, but then I realized that it's too much work, because I'm already trying to learn many other things. So I ditched guitar. Although I do know what guitars look like, because there are some guitars in my house, because other people in this house play guitar. Alright, let's go ahead and just add some little nibble fingers. Go ahead and give 4 of them. Wibble wobble, wibbly bibbly boo. What a beautiful hand that we're going to completely redo, but you know, whatever. We're going to draw the pick again like we did last time, and just sort of draw some fingers grasping at it. What a beautiful thing. The hand is way too small, but you know, whatever. Go ahead and just add that little bit of detail right there. Go ahead and add the legs. The legaroonies. Legaroonies. Isn't he beautiful? This is a way more, like, detailed sketch than it needed to be, but you know, whatever. Because I just needed to get something to build more solid lines around. You know, if this drawing ends up looking worse than this one, I'm going to be annoyed. I didn't even draw it that much bigger. It's honestly not even that much bigger. This is going to end up looking like exactly like that one with minor changes. And I'm pretty much just going to have drawn the exact same thing. Twice. I could have just recorded drawing that one. I mean, I did that one with like a very light pencil to get the shape of the guitar down and then pen. I could have just recorded that. Alright, whatever. We'll go ahead and start with what we started with last time. And it's the ears. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the ears in. We want to round them kind of because, well, from what I was seeing, foxes do have more rounder ears than sharper ears. So we're going to soften them. Now we're also going to have the ear here. Which those ears are kind of wild, and I don't know how I feel about that. So we're going to erase this one. I don't really like that one. I'm going to face it forward more like that one. Also, I added tufts in those ears, but I don't actually think I'm going to add the tufts. I just drew them there because I was testing it out. I might add the tufts. I don't know. It all just depends. If I do add the tufts, they're going to look better than the tufts do right there. Because I don't like those tufts. I don't think they look good. Alright. Now, I am realizing that there is a lot of things wrong with the sketch now that I'm looking at it, but it's fine it's fine right now. It's, you know, it doesn't actually matter. We're just building off of it, so it does not matter. This top here is looking amazing. It's looking like it is, but you know, that's fine. That's something that we can fix with the tiny linies. Or we will be able to fix with the tiny linies. I don't exactly know how I'm going to add these little spickly spikes right here. Because I added them at random with that, and I don't actually like how... I like how they turned out, but not really. So I don't exactly know how I could copy those really with this. Because I also didn't use, when I did those, I had no idea what I was doing. I just did them extremely quickly, and I have no idea what I did. Those are kind of too thin. Because with this, it being thin, that makes sense. But these are about like the same thickness, but the head's bigger. Which that doesn't make sense. But that, I'm realizing now, the head is shorter. I accidentally made him shorter. I accidentally knocked some height off of his face. That's fine. We can lower his face and just lower his entire body, you know? What's the point of a sketch anyway? What's the point of a sketch anyways? You don't need to follow it. You just follow what you want. Just do what you want. It don't matter. Yep, those are beautiful. That's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Doesn't that look absolutely perfect and not horrible at all? It's beautiful. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't actually mean to put the pencil on the paper when I did that over that. I meant to lift that up, but I didn't lift it up high enough. So now we have scribbled on our drawing. We did a whoopsie, but that is fine. We just need to get the things more done. I should try to draw the jawline, because if I get the jawline down, it might be easier to get those in placement. Now his face is looking too long. It's not like I can just go like this and be like, alright, that's how long his face needs to be, because I sized it up. So this is gonna be like the most time-consuming part of this entire thing, isn't it? What if we just try to do his face shape without the little things? And then we'll add them in after. Alright, that's still bad. I still don't like that. His head to ear ratio is not good. I don't exactly know what I'm doing entirely wrong. I think it is I'm just messing up the proportions. But I honestly couldn't tell you. Alright. Just go ahead and take our time this time. Trying to speed through, it's not going to make it any easier, you know? I do not like that, but we're going to accept it for now, just because we still have an entire rest of the body to draw. We need to get everything done, you know? But so far, what I said is coming true. This looks much better than this. Also, that nose is not going to be that thick. I just did that for now. The same with that mouth. I'm just drawing shit at the moment. Alright. And if you're wondering why he has two different eyes, by the way, too, I was testing out different types of eyes to see which one I actually wanted to do. And I landed on wanting to do the more cartoony one. Because, well, it looks a little better with this character. There we go, that's good enough. Yes, it looks extremely empty and not the bestest that it could look. He looks extremely wonky. That is also partially thanks to his face. Or like his mouth, I mean, but that is fine. Alright, he kind of reminds me of Tails. How are we going to do this? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get his general body shape-ish down, along with putting his arms like that. Alright, get his arm out, and then we shall go like this. There we go. And put his arm right there. I think we're going to need to bring his arm out further. There we go. Perfection. Perfect. Okay. I mean, it's not, but it's good enough for now. I'm just really hoping that I will be able to fix a lot of this stuff with the Tiny Linies. I am putting a lot of faith in myself and these Tiny Linies. A lot more than I should be putting in. Because, while I can make things look better with the Tiny Linies, I have been able to do it before, I am no professional, and I'm weighing a lot on making it better. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get this guitar down. Go ahead and get that. These lines aren't going to be straight no matter what. I'm not grabbing a ruler. I'm not fucking doing that. I don't care. They don't need to be straight. I mean, I ain't got nothing against using a ruler. I just don't feel like getting up and grabbing one. I didn't grab one before I started, so I don't give a shit. Too much work right now. It's going to be the same thing with the strings on the guitar. The strings on the guitar are probably going to look shitty. But we're just going to deal with that. Because we're all adults here. We can deal with it. I'm joking. You're probably a child, and I'm not an adult. Actually, that's not true. Over 50%, I think there was only like 25%, not even 25% of my viewers are actually under the age of 18. It was like somewhere around 50% of my viewers are like, it was 24 to like 40 was like over 50% of my viewers. Which, like, the f you doing here, old people? I feel like it's just people lying about their age. That's what it actually is. Because you know how easy it is to lie about your age on the internet? It's one button. That's how easy. It's actually a crime to lie about your age on the internet, though. Like a crime punishable by law. In America. I don't know about other countries. Couldn't tell you about other countries. I don't know shit about other countries. Alright, let's try to get this guitar to look like a guitar. And if it doesn't look like a guitar, well, I don't know. He did the comment that told me to do this just said draw a fox playing some tunes. I don't even remember if it said guitar. I'm like 90% sure it did, because if not, I don't know why I would have picked a guitar. But like, I feel like it had to have said guitar. But either way, we got ourselves a little weird fox playing guitar. I am not used to drawing toon-like characters like this. I ain't ever draw characters like this, but when looking at, I decided to do this because when I was looking at an actual drawings of foxes, or not actual drawings, when I was looking at actual foxes, I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to make that play a guitar? So I decided to make it toon-like. But some issues arise with doing toon-like. Like the issue of me not knowing how the fuck to do it. But you know, that's fine. Like I've said before, and I'll continue to say for the rest of my life. Just because I haven't done it before isn't gonna stop me now. Or something. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. It doesn't matter. That guitar looks like shit. Alright, I'm gonna draw the strings now. Oh yeah, it needs a guitar thingy to grab the strings. That's what that looks like, right? My computer shut off, or my computer turned on sleep mode like before I even started this video, so I don't even remember what a guitar exactly looks like or any shit like that. Like, oh, we gotta give him a tail. I forgot to do that when I was making him, too. When I was, like, initially drawing him, I completely finished the entire drawing and then realized, oh, shit, he does not have a tail. Boom, what a beautiful tail that is. I feel like that tail is the best part of this entire drawing. Why is his guitar so big? I mean, that was actually by design. I intentionally made him have an insanely massive guitar because I thought it was funny. His guitar actually started out, I was gonna make his guitar a lot bigger when I was drawing him. I just made everything way smaller. So I'm gonna stick with it now though. But I actually did intend for him to have like an insanely massive guitar. Although this is pretty big considering it's taller than him. If I were to take this and like straighten it up, it's taller than him, but it was meant to be like a lot bigger than that. You know, I think I do see a little bit of the problem here. With this, I kind of tilted his head and I've made his face look down. With this, I didn't do that at all. I didn't do none of that. I just put his face straight staring right into your fucking eyes. Alright. I'm going to erase his head, draw it one more time, and then I'm going to do the tiny linies. But I'm going to time-lapse the entire thing so that I don't have to talk. Time-lapse, go! Alrighty. Jeez. I think overall, I think this one is still better. But there are some parts of this one that I do like better than this one. I think the whole guitar, is better on this one than it is here. Well, I guess this is better than here. I think how I handled the ears is better on the pen drawing. Although they are a little cleaner on this one. I just made them too small. I like how I did the top of the head, but I made the strands too big. I did end up getting something I somewhat liked for these, but the whole head shape is just, I think, a little too wide. The eyebrows I do like better on here because, well, I only drew one eyebrow there. The tail is better on here. Body shape is better here. And all the limbs are better here. Overall, I do like my initial pen sketch better than the one I spent more time on. But hey, what are you gonna do? It's not bad. See you tomorrow.